Welcome back to our diary. This session, recorded 1 month ago on February 21st, answers questions we've received from one of our podcast listeners. Tony wants to know the purpose of humans here on Earth and if they are really walking, talking batteries, as some would say. What about the world we are living into? Is this plane for training, learning, a prison ground, or other? I'm Adela Ciurea, and I welcome you to the 21st episode of Diary of an Inner Explorer. First question from Tony. Why are humans here? Purpose? Were we tricked? Did we volunteer? Etc. Why are humans here on this plane, on Earth? First thing that comes to your mind.
Volunteered because we were tricked.
Would you care to develop?
For some of us, we were not aware exactly to what plane we are shifting.
Mm-hmm.
We perceived it as a beautiful, like a vacation destination based on information that we had access at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then after being in that human plane, everything looks so real and so almost unquestionable, to where most of humans don't even question that there is something else outside of the human plane.
Mm-hmm.
But some volunteered completely, fully knowing about the plane,
Mm-hmm.
that they can come and go as they please, and some feels like they had no choice. So there's a variety of.
Mm-hmm. And you're saying they are not aware, or some are aware of other planes? What do you mean by that?
So those who can sometimes get you can get on altered states of mind,
Mm-hmm.
and even among those, not everybody receives the right information, because it's filtered through the physical and all the other layers.
Mm-hmm.
So there's those who can actually look beyond, and that's when they realize that the human plane is only a small part.
Vasi, the same question. Why are humans here? What came to you?
I have a similar answer, like Mirela.
Mm-hmm.
But first thing that came, it was that exploration. Some are explorers. Some souls are explorers. All are explorers, but some are aware of the exploration. But some are caught like in a spider web,
Mm-hmm.
and brought here, and they are trapped here in a way, and they don't understand, so they suffer more.
Mm-hmm. Why is it necessary to be caught in a spider web to be brought here? Why?
It comes. It's an experiment of some sort of experiment. This is the way I persevere it. It's some sort of experiment.
Okay.
That's beyond our understanding at the moment in this 3D.
Okay. Who is experimenting?
Other parts of the whole. Okay. This is other parts of the whole.
Yeah, like, can you see what's about?
Yes, I was about to use the exact same words as other parts of the whole.
Mm-hmm.
So some realize that all parts are one, all parts of the same whole. So from that point of view, you could say that we are experimenting on ourselves, or the parts of us are those parts of us that are less aware they are being experimented on by the other parts. And then there's also those who understand this spider web, so to say, for what it is, and they're just doing it for the experience of it. Maybe like just pure curiosity, and some get entangled more than others. But
Okay.
it's really
And when you say entangled, because it's connected with what you said before, that not aware of other planes, what's so complicated here for those that wouldn't know, wouldn't have the knowledge about this? Can you explain, like, in easy, short words, sentences?
so. If we would simplify it to almost like a child's understanding,
Yes.
is the complicated is when a human tries to figure it out with their mind only, like with the lizard brain, or which is meant to save and protect and doesn't want to go beyond the usual, beyond the comfort zone. Then everything is complicated because there are very different states of mind controlling what happens. And then if they want to see it as simple, it's just connecting to the heart, because that's the way out, really. It's the simplest way to see how then nothing is complicated. But the mind can complicate it infinitely if allowed.
How can one live only through the heart? You say connected, so perceiving this realm, this reality only with the heart. Explain.
So, from what I perceive, is that the only way that can be done is when the heart and the mind, but more like the higher mind, when they are in sync, when they cooperate, and there is no hierarchy anymore, when one can really see and appreciate the role of the mind as well, instead of seeing it like an enemy.
Sure.
And when they're both in sync, that's when coherence happens and alignment, and everything just falls in place, so to say. And at that point, one realizes that they are nowhere and they're everywhere, and that it really doesn't even matter the physical location.
Okay, and when the heart appreciates the mind and the mind appreciates the heart, how can somebody who decides, like, today, okay, I'm going to do that, how?
So,
Because it's like, this is an information. How can we live it? How can we embody it?
so there's many ways. One of the simplest ways is to just find very simple tools during the day to practice embodiment, whether it's through breath work or, let's say, tapping, like EFT, or there's different modality, even journaling. Journaling is one of the most beautiful ways when somebody uses ideally their hand, because writing by hand allows the mind, allows the thoughts to kind of embody through the body, feel the feet on the ground, and appreciate grounding, stability for what it is, instead of focusing on transcendence only. That's when true balance happens instead of polarization.
What do you say, Vasi? How can one just live from the heart and with mind and heart in coherence?
What Mirella said, but it's not that when you are in this plane, it's not that easy to realize that, because we have this notion of time, and the heart and the mind are not in sync. So it takes, I don't know, years to get there. So what came to me is that every soul that comes here comes to experience this, the thing, to experience how to get there, how to get the mind and the heart in sync. So this is what I was referring, that it's an experiment and we are exploring. So it's kind of exploration, this one. Because deep inside we know that they are in sync, but when we get here they are not in sync. So because in 3D we have jobs, families, and we have to bring all this together, and the mind and the heart also to be in sync with everybody. So we have to combine them.
Okay, let's translate a little bit, because what I'm getting now is do you agree, both of you, that the mind belongs to this body, so to the matter?
Yes.
Okay. And the heart is where our spirit and soul connect to, I mean, they express from there, right? True or not?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So what you're saying, getting in sync, our body, our heart and mind, is about transcending the matter, the spirit communicating with the body, with the matter. So actually it's the spirit that comes expressing through the body. So does it come to that? I mean, you say heart needs to be in sync with the mind. Is it the same, like spirit comes into matter, so it spiritualizes the matter? Is it the same? Bringing spirit into matter?
Yes.
Okay. It's just another way of saying it.
Yes, bringing
Okay.
life somehow, feelings, because the mind is logic. So things must happen like this because this is the logical way. But
Well, the feelings are also in this 3D. It's more like the
yes,
spirit.
yes,
There's the information and the love and all the information that's everywhere, just transcending the matter. And then the matter is also with feelings and thoughts and the physical body. Everything here is in this 3D. Because if you go up there where everything is one, there are no feelings, no thoughts, no separate thoughts. Yes or no?
yes, it's unity up there.
Mirella, what do you perceive about heart, mind, spirit, matter?
So I perceive it with just few slight shifts, like no up there and down here. It's more like all of it is inside us and around us, and it's in every cell. So the one can be perceived by us, even in a human body,
Yeah.
as odd as it can sound. And that's how humans have a saying that the longest journey for a human being is from the head to the heart. So that journey for some can take many lifetimes. For some can take seconds. For a child can take a moment. So it really depends on what frequency everybody is. Someone can literally, how a human would call like a quantum leap. They can see this in certain scenarios. Maybe some humans call this a miracle, but a miracle is only a miracle for those who don't really understand what's going on. So a human being can experience this if they allow it, if they allow ourselves to remember, because it's inside everyone all the time, all of us. We don't have to seek this. It's inside. It's about us coming home to ourselves. So the only time someone feels a little bit disconnected or a human being can feel like life is getting in the way is only when they are allowing life to overwhelm them, when a nervous system is very busy, it's not relaxed, it doesn't feel safe to explore. So when a nervous system feels safe, that's when embodiment can happen. So that's when a human being can embody their higher selves.
Sure. It's in peacefulness that we can hear the inner voice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Shall we get to the next question? Okay. Second question, also from Tony. Are we really walking, talking batteries, putting out lush for other beings?
Can you repeat the question?
Are we really walking, talking batteries, putting out lush for other beings? You want to respond, Adela?
If you want. Yeah.
Yes.
So, short answer, yes. We have a huge capacity for storing information, energy, way bigger than a human being's mind could try to measure or comprehend. But whether or not this is simply food for another being, because from one point of view, this is a predatory universe, but only on certain frequencies. So it really depends on everybody. If somebody knows how to keep, create, and respect and maintain boundaries, then this makes it very, very, very difficult, if not impossible, for another being to tap into and to extract energy. But if somebody is not aware, then yes, for everybody who's not aware, anybody can be very easy target because there is no fail safe anybody can tap into. All the beings that know how to, just through their nature, just the nature of the universe, the nature of how frequencies and energy exists.
Sure. We feed on each other's energies, like human beings also do the same with others. So it's always about exchanging who has more, who has less, and balancing. Okay.
It's just when it's a give and take, then it can be balanced. And then, just like in nature, through the law of correspondence, there's those who only take, that humans may call parasitic. But that also doesn't happen in every case, only for those who are not aware that they can do something about it.
And let's say somebody is aware of this. How does it change
Just
that
by
being
simply
target?
shifting. So it's through the shifting from that frequency to another frequency, which can take many shapes and forms. It could be a verbal example is saying no. Then
That's very
it has to
powerful.
translate. Yes, it has to translate in every plane so that it's understood and it's clear in every way, emotionally, mentally. It's like the hygiene, the daily hygiene. It's not just physical, but energetic, mental, emotional.
Vasid, what do you perceive?
Definitely, yes. And what Mirela said, it's true for me.
Okay.
I felt it in all my body and especially in my stomach and intestines.
And would you care to develop on the idea of energetical hygiene?
You can do it physically by washing yourself. No, simply letting the water pour over you
Mm-hmm.
with intention.
With intention, right?
With intention.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a waterfall. You let the water fall over you like a waterfall.
Mm-hmm.
It shouldn't be a still water. It's powerful water, like that.
Mm-hmm. That's why the baptism is very efficient.
Yes, it's
because it's with intention, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow that it's the intention to remove everything that it's attached, because we don't come here clean necessarily. We're not clean because we come with the baggage.
Okay.
So this could be one, by washing your body with intention, and also like we do every time, growing our interior light and all over the body.
You said we do it every time, like our exercises in the morning, for example?
Yes,
Okay.
like our exercise in the morning.
Or what we do when we work together like this.
And
During our
when we work, yes.
Okay.
when-
Okay. Mira, did you perceive something connected to water? I felt I had to ask you again about this. Cleaning with water.
Actually, yes, it just there were two things about the idea that we don't come here clean, that we come with baggage. Just came to me to just specify that this is happening in the cases when some human beings don't realize that they don't have to carry what they inherit. So that could be from other lifetimes, other times, other dimensions. All of that can be cleansed on a daily basis, morning, evening rituals. Just practicing with intention. And then the water is the same as when you feel the water pouring and it's with intention. We can do the same thing if there is no time or it's not the right moment. Let's say if it's in a place surrounded with people and we need to do it right away, you can do it with breath work.
Yes.
So, like the difference between breathing in air versus breathing in source and breathing out source. So, that just changes everything. It takes practice, but it's very efficient and simple and available to everybody.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Let's go to the third question. Is this plane a training, learning, prison ground, or other?
I feel that it can be a learning ground, a prison ground. That depends on the perception of each soul that enters this space. So for some, it's a learning ground. It's a way to accumulate information, knowledge. For some, it's a prison because they find it very difficult to understand. And
Yes, but when you say prison, then it implies that somebody keeps you here without you're willing to stay.
yes, this is the definition of prison. But when I'm referring that it's like a prison, because those that feel that is a prison, they are their own prisoners, because they don't see the way out. They don't persevere that this is an experience and to
They don't
take
perceive. They don't perceive.
perceive, yes, that this is an experience.
Okay. Adela, what do you see? Display in prison, learning,
Same.
training.
Yeah, it's the same. Is that they don't see that they hold the key, and that this place it's like a buffet. It's many things for many people, and it's just it literally feels almost like a symbolically. It could be as like a giant train station where because everyone comes and goes and everyone experiences it differently. For some, it's the greatest adventure, just celebrating the senses and just enjoying sunrise, enjoying just warm water on the body, the smell of a flower. And for others, it's a never-ending torture. And that's because of how Vasi mentioned in quotes like the baggage that everyone comes with, and also the awareness whether somebody understands that even if they feel like they inherited or they came with the baggage, it's their choice. It's up to them if they want to carry that baggage or if they want to drop it, if they can let it go. If they can let go, love, forgive, or even see that they can be in a state that's beyond ego, beyond the need to forgive. There's no need to forgive because there's nothing to be upset about. Once they get to that level, then life is no longer a prison. Even in 3D, it's just a beautiful experience.
Yes,
It's about perception, no? It's like, for example, you put a civilized human being
yes.
in a jungle,
Mm-hmm.
and of course he will feel like a prisoner there because he will not know the ground. He will not know how to survive there, and probably if he doesn't adapt, he will die.
Yeah.
It's about perception. So
Okay. I think we got all the answers for this session. Thank you. Now you know you have a responsibility to take care of your boundaries and of your energy. See you next time. Maybe not next week, but when new questions will ask to be answered. Until then, remember, you are special because you are human. Make the most of it. Loom your wings with wisdom, unfold them with love, and create your reality of harmony and peace.